Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Voice of Crypto, the number one podcast for all things crypto, Web3, and blockchain. In our Wednesday weekly session, as promised, we have the best guests from the Web3 crypto blockchain space. And yet again, on this Fresh Wednesday, right in the middle of the week, we have with us the Bit Blonde, that is Hemilly, to decode the crypto market and assess Bitcoin, ETH, and of course the top altcoins, which we'll be taking a look at shortly. But before that, big welcome and shout out to the Bit Blonde. Thank you so much for joining us, Emily, once again.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. LFG.
It's always a pleasure to have you on our show, Emily. And like always, we will be talking about the global crypto market, which, of course, keeps on surprising us, keeps on keeping us on our toes all the time. Bitcoin is now back above the 42K US dollar mark, and ETH is also back above the 2250 US dollar mark. But we did see some dips in the market, some crucial dips, in fact. Quite a few altcoins were back to their quite a few altcoins made a quick recovery, but quite a few didn't as well. We will, of course, talk about all of those altcoins. But before that, a deeper look into Bitcoin, I think, is what the market wants to hear. So the stage is all yours, Emily.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, let's have a look on the Bitcoin price. This is the 4 hourly graph. So not very nice to have this specific top being rejected is not that nice to see because I was hoping to hit 46 straight away. But we have both things to analyze. We could just, retest the 200 AMA and go a little bit further. And from here, we could go up or we could go lower, right? We can go back to the support and then we can short from here. But right now, I'm currently on a long position. So I'm just waiting on this moment around 41,700 to decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to close or if I'm going to hold still. But if you go to the 1 hour chart, you can see better, which is forming quite of a buying zone on the 1 hourly chart. I think we're likely to touch the 200 AMA and go up again to 45, 46. But again, not financial advice, is a probability. But the other side, it's currently, uh, you know, forming another buying zone and it's pretty accurate. The other side is very accurate indicator. So we have this possibility of going back to 46 again, but we are retesting. Okay, sorry, we're retesting again once more. This very crucial level. So the
Seems like we've lost Hemily for the moment. But we do have our eyes still on this amazing Bitcoin chart, which is currently testing, like Emily said, key resistance level. We are expecting a move to the 46K US dollar mark, but um, it's definitely not a prediction, and disclaimers are in place.
I
Hi,
think,
Emily.
yeah,
Back.
yeah,
Yes,
sorry, connection went down. So yeah, I hope you can hear me now. And that's personally what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I think we have to watch the 42 level, 41,700 to see what's going to happen. And Ethereum, Ethereum is actually doing better these days. Uh, I'm in the long position since 2025. So we're having again the same correction on Ethereum, but we are in profits already from my trades. So I think this level is also very important to see. So then we have to go back to the 1 hourly graph to have a better deep look in what's going on. Pardon about that. My internet is a little bit tricky today. Yeah, so on the 1 hour, oh no, sorry, that's not Ethereum. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and
Okay,
clear.
so 1 hour on ETH apparently is also, kind of just correcting, but
Hmm.
we have to watch these levels around here. That's very, very important. If we don't manage to close green, I'm personally exiting my long trade on ETH. But if you zoom out, it doesn't look that bad. Look like the AMA will change the direction.
Yeah,
So it's a probability, but apparently it's forming another buying zone on the other side. So
right.
when movement happens, I like to go to the 1 hourly chart, but I go back to the 4 hourly chart to trade because I think it's just better to trade on the big time frame. But
Makes sense.
it doesn't matter. It's more on my timing as well. But some people like to trade on a small time frames.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for Bitcoin and ETH.
Mm-hmm.
Another coin that I'm trading, and I'm very happy about this trade, is Uniswap. So
All
we
right.
launched Uniswap from here, it's 5.67 to 7.0, and on my perspective, still fine, still playing out. And it might be a great entry for those who missed the first dip. And if we go back to 7.0, that's 23% of profit. So that's one of my trades at the moment, Uniswap, and I'm sharing, we're tracking it through my Telegram as well. So if you missed it, it might be an opportunity to enter now with this deep. And yeah,
Amazing. And if we have to, Uniswap being one, if you have to take a look at some other altcoins, and I was closely watching in terms of weekly gains, Sui token, Render, and this new entry called Pendle in the top 100. Also, Manta Network and Thorchain's Rune were some of the top gainers in terms of weekly gains. Do you have your eyes on any of these or any other altcoins in the market that could be worth taking a look at? Yeah.
yeah, we can have a look and see. This coin is actually doing very great for the past month as well. Potentially, I could enter a trade, but I'm not trading them at the moment. But it's looking pretty bullish. Let me share. So yeah, I mean the trend is up clearly. We're
Mm-hmm.
on an uptrend here. So what you want to wait is to, when you come close to this line, so then you can enter another long and you can follow the trend basically. But let's go to the daily just to have a bit of understanding. Yeah, it's definitely going up even further. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 2.40 probably somewhere around. This
Okay.
is actually very, very new. I've seen the
Hmm.
project, so it's pretty early one. Any other coin that you like to see?
Rune, Thorchains, Rune.
Post chain?
Thorchain.
How do
Python
you
networks, actually, Rune. The token is called Rune, Rune. Rune.
ruin USDT?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely on a great buying zone as well
yeah.
on a daily. Look at that. It's doing, it's walking into probably 8.0. for the second pump. If you measure also, oh, let me see if I can do that. If you measure the previous pump to here, that would be, somewhere around 8.0 or a little bit further. So that's in a great buying zone as well. It's a lot of altcoins, it's even hard to keep up with them. It's crazy. Like nobody's gonna sleep in crypto these days. You have to be everywhere.
Absolutely.
So
And
yeah, but overall, it's not looking that bad. At least we holding. It's not the best scene yet for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but at least we hold. So let's see what's gonna happen.
absolutely. And also, Ethereum Classic made some moves in the last 1 day or so. On a weekly, ETH Classic has been up. What are our expectations from Ethereum Classic this season? And we know that it did quite a few interesting moves when we were expecting, when there was anticipation around the ETH ETF. And currently, however, on short term, if I'm not wrong, Ethereum Classic is down. If we could take a quick look at ETC.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah. Well, it was a very, very drastic move here on a daily. Let me go to the 4-hourly chart. Yeah, it's looking good to go to the upside. Just, going sideways a little bit and correcting it. But if you measure the previous pump to the second pump, somewhere around 34 for Ethereum Classic,
Yeah.
at least, right? At least. It could go further, but you know what I always like to do? I just keep moving my stop loss. So in case, I can get extra profit and also protect my capital.
Yeah.
But it's a great opportunity to buy as well around this zone. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's looking good to go.
Hmm.
We also have a very, very top gem, not financial advice, but thought about this coin on the previous live with the blockchain guys. So it's looking into another buying opportunity here on a spell. This token is so cheap. This is gonna blow. So if you guys are interested, it's spelled USDT. Sorry, I went to the wrong graph. Daily. But again, this is it's something that is gonna take time. So if you're in rush, I don't know, might not be the best opportunity for you, but it's forming a new buying zone here. And this
Yeah.
is really, really cheap. Like if you zoom out, it's even hard to zoom out. You have to go to the daily. It's really, really cheap. That's literally at the bottom. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
So it's very flat at the moment, but it's a very great altcoin to keep your eyes on. Like, imagine the all-time high was like 0.02, and
Hmm.
like we're literally at the bottom at this coin. So that's a potentially 100x. But it's very volatile, so don't risk if you can't afford to lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
lots of
That was,
altcoins, lots of
yeah.
things going on. So
Absolutely. And altcoins can definitely pump crazy, but like we already mentioned, none of this is financial advice
yeah.
and disclaimers are in place. Do your own research, guys. And before we wrap today's session up, any closing tips, advices, Hemilly, or your views on the market?
Uh, Sometimes you have to be patient. That's what I have to say. It's been exhaustive, really. 3 days trading, 3 days longing Bitcoin and Ethereum already. But if you are patient, eventually, it pays out. You have to be patient in this market. More you rush, it's gonna get worse for you. So just be patient.
Absolutely. Patience is the key, not just to life, but also in the crypto market. Thank you so much, Emily, for the
Yeah.
wise and your
Thank you so
advice as
much,
well.
guys.
Thank you once again. And I'm sure our guests love having you here, and we will be meeting you next Wednesday around the same time. So, anyone who's missed out the session today, feel free to check it out on Voice of Crypto's YouTube channel or our LinkedIn. We will also be sharing links to this session shortly. And big shout out to the Biblon. Go ahead, follow her. Her trading style is amazing. And thank you so much once again, Hemilly, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care. See you next Wednesday.
See you next
Thank
Wednesday,
you.
Hemilly. Bye
Bye.
bye.